We open on a foggy night in the English countryside near Blackmoor village. A young man named Ben Talbot is walking through the woods searching for someone or something. We hear growling and see glimpses of a massive creature stalking him. Despite his desperate attempts to escape, Ben is brutally attacked by whatever's hunting him. He runs screaming, yelling for help as the creature pursues him. It's a shocking, violent opening that sets the tone immediately. Cut to London, where we meet our main character, Lawrence Talbot. He's a famous Shakespearean actor performing in a production of Hamlet. After his performance, he receives a letter that changes everything. It's from a woman named Gwen Conliffe, his brother Ben's fiancée, informing him that Ben has gone missing under mysterious circumstances. Lawrence hasn't been home to the Talbot estate in over 20 years, but he travels back to Blackmoor to help find his brother. The journey takes him through misty moors and dark forests. When he arrives at the family mansion, it's this huge Gothic building that looks like it's been abandoned for years, even though people still live there. Lawrence's father, Sir John Talbot, appears. Their reunion is ice cold. You can immediately sense the decades of tension between them. Sir John is eccentric and distant, living in this crumbling mansion with taxidermied animals everywhere. He doesn't seem particularly broken up about Ben's death, which is strange. Lawrence learns a devastating piece of his family history. His mother died when he was young under tragic circumstances, and he was sent away shortly after. He's been estranged from his father ever since. At the estate, Lawrence finally meets Gwen. She's worried about Ben and grateful that Lawrence has come. We learn that Ben's body has actually been found. He was attacked and killed by some wild animal. The local authorities think it might be a bear or escaped circus animal, but the villagers have other ideas. They whisper about something far more sinister. Lawrence hears that Ben was last seen heading toward a gypsy camp on the edge of the woods. Determined to find out what happened to his brother, he heads there one evening. The camp is full of colorful wagons, fortune tellers, and performing bears. The atmosphere is festive, but there's an undercurrent of fear. The gypsies know something bad is coming. As night falls and the full moon rises, everything goes wrong. A massive wolf-like creature attacks the camp with terrifying speed and strength. People scatter in panic as the beast tears through the camp. Lawrence tries to help people escape, but he comes face to face with the creature. It's huge, walking on two legs like a man, but covered in fur with glowing eyes and massive claws. The werewolf attacks Lawrence, slashing his shoulder badly before it's driven away. Several people are killed in the chaos. Lawrence wakes up weeks later, recovering in the Talbot mansion. Gwen has been nursing him back to health. His wounds are healing remarkably fast, almost supernaturally fast. During his recovery, he and Gwen grow closer. There's definitely chemistry between them, even though she was engaged to his brother. They bond over their shared loss and Lawrence's troubled past. An inspector from Scotland Yard named Aberline arrives in Blackmoor. He's investigating the murders and he's immediately suspicious of Lawrence. The timing of Lawrence's arrival, Ben's death, and the camp attack all seem too convenient. He starts digging into the Talbot family history and discovers some very disturbing information. Lawrence begins having terrible nightmares and flashbacks. He remembers fragments from his childhood, his mother's death, strange events at the mansion, his father's bizarre behavior. He visits his mother's crypt and is overwhelmed by visions. Something terrible happened in this house, and his father is at the center of it. The next full moon arrives, and Lawrence is in his room at the mansion. He starts feeling strange, feverish, agitated, in pain. Then the transformation begins. His body contorts, bones crack and reshape, fur sprouts from his skin, his face elongates into a wolf's snout. It's painful and horrifying to watch. When it's complete, Lawrence has become the werewolf, the same creature that attacked him at the gypsy camp. The newly transformed Lawrence crashes through the mansion and escapes into the village. What follows is a terrifying sequence as the werewolf rampages through Blackmore. Villagers who were just going about their evening are suddenly fighting for their lives. Lawrence has no control. The beast takes over completely. Several people are attacked before the werewolf flees back into the woods. It's brutal and tragic because we know Lawrence would never want this. When Lawrence transforms back to human form in the morning, he's found by the authorities. Covered in blood and with no memory of what he did, he's arrested by Inspector Aberline. The locals want him eliminated immediately. They're ready to form a mob. But Aberline wants him tried properly in London. Lawrence is transported to an asylum in the city. The asylum is absolutely nightmarish, straight out of Victorian horror. Lawrence is strapped to a chair while doctors try to cure him using primitive methods like ice water baths and early electroshock therapy. They don't believe he's a werewolf, of course. They think he's simply insane. The head doctor wants to study Lawrence's delusions and plans to keep him sedated during the next full moon to prove there's nothing supernatural happening. But they're about to learn how wrong they are. When the full moon rises, Lawrence transforms right in front of the doctors, patients, and Inspector Aberline. The werewolf breaks free of his restraints, and all chaos breaks loose in the asylum. People run screaming through the hallways as the creature hunts through the building. The werewolf escapes into the London streets, creating panic in the city before disappearing. Lawrence flees London and makes his way back to Blackmore. He's beginning to piece together the truth. He confronts his father at the mansion, demanding answers. And here's where Sir John reveals the horrible truth. He's a werewolf too. In fact, he's the original werewolf, the one who attacked the gypsy camp and killed Ben. Years ago, Sir John was bitten while traveling abroad. When he returned home, he couldn't control the beast. During one transformation, he attacked and killed Lawrence's mother. That's the trauma Lawrence blocked out as a child. Sir John explains that he deliberately had Lawrence bitten at the gypsy camp. He wanted his son to share the curse. His reasoning is twisted and dark. He's been alone with this curse for so long that he wants family to share in his suffering. Lawrence is horrified. His own father orchestrated everything: Ben's death, Lawrence's transformation, all of it. The confrontation escalates as the full moon rises again. Both father and son begin transforming into werewolves. What follows is an epic battle between two massive werewolves fighting throughout the Talbot mansion. They crash through walls, destroy furniture, and tear the old house apart. It's a brutal, savage fight between monsters. But it's also deeply tragic. This is a father and son destroying each other. During the battle, the mansion catches fire. The whole place starts burning as the two werewolves continue fighting. Lawrence finally gains the upper hand and eliminates his father, ending Sir John's curse. Gwen arrives at the mansion, having figured out what's happening. She's brought Sir John's antique silver bullets. She knows silver is the only way to stop a werewolf. Gwen makes it into the burning building, calling out for Lawrence. She finds him in his werewolf form, standing amid the destruction. Aberline and the constables arrive, and they're not taking any chances. They open fire. Lawrence is hit. He crashes out the window and runs into the night. Gwen follows Lawrence, devastated but alive. She finally finds him lying weak and dying. As the transformation wears off and Lawrence returns to human form, he shares a final moment with Gwen. He knows what needs to happen. He's too dangerous to live. He can't control the curse, and he won't let himself hurt anyone else, especially her. Inspector Aberline arrives with armed men. There's a tense standoff as Gwen tries to protect Lawrence, but ultimately, he dies in Gwen's arms, finally free from the curse that destroyed his family. The film ends with the Talbot mansion burning to the ground, consuming all the family's dark secrets. The curse has finally ended, but at the cost of everyone in the Talbot family. It's a somber, tragic conclusion to a gothic horror tale. The Wolfman is an excellent gothic monster movie that feels like a throwback to classic Universal horror films. What I love about it is the commitment to atmosphere and practical effects. This was made right at the tail end of the era when studios were still doing major practical creature work, and it shows. The transformation sequences are incredible, painful, detailed, and genuinely unsettling. Benicio del Toro brings real emotional weight to Lawrence Talbot. He's not just a monster, he's a deeply traumatized man dealing with family tragedy. And then the curse strips away his last bit of control over his own life. Anthony Hopkins is delightfully creepy as Sir John, playing him with just enough restraint that you don't see the twist coming. The film asks interesting questions about fate, family curses, and whether we can escape our bloodlines. Lawrence tried to run away from his family trauma, but it literally came back to bite him. The werewolf becomes a metaphor for inherited trauma and violence, passed from father to son, something you can't control no matter how hard you fight. Visually, the movie is gorgeous. The Victorian England setting is all fog-shrouded moors, gaslit streets, and Gothic architecture. Danny Elfman's score is appropriately moody and intense. Sure, the plot isn't super complicated and some characters are underdeveloped, but that's okay. This is a monster movie first and foremost, and it delivers on that promise. The makeup and creature design won an Academy Award, which was well-deserved. Rick Baker, the legendary makeup artist, created something that feels both classic and fresh, honoring the original 1941 Wolfman while making it terrifying for modern audiences. So what did you think of The Wolfman? Do you prefer practical effects like this? Or are you okay with CGI creatures? Would you want to see more classic monster remakes? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like it and subscribe for more scary movie and TV breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.